Welcome back. Let's solve question number 2. He said, all of us are here now. Only 17. Where are the rest? What are the rest? 16. Okay. Safe?
Yes.
He said in question number 2, read.
An athlete starts at a point P.
Please stop. I'll draw. So from the point B, this point is B. Okay, complete.
He runs on a bearing of 225.
Save how to draw 225. Bearing 225. How to draw it?
We will find a number, add to 180 to find
225. But the first step, Safe, I'll draw the north direction. That's right. So what about the second step?
At the end.
The second step, I'll draw angle 180 degrees. Mariam Hani. Mariam Hani, do you hear me? Hessa?
Yes.
Okay, so now I have angle of measure 180. Can you see it? Okay, your friend said, Mr. Abdurrahman, I need another angle to complete 180 to be 225. What the angle will complete 180 to be 225? Five minus 0 equal 5. That's right. And 12 minus 8 equals 4. So I'll draw only 45 degrees. Starting from where? Starting from this point, from this line. So 45 will be here. This angle is 45 degrees. Yes?
Mr. I subtracted 360 by 225.
No.
And I get...
No. 200. Yes, the other method? Yes, very good. It will be 360 minus...
No, yes, 360 minus 225.
The result is
135.
135. So in the other side, I'll draw angle 135 directly. Very good. You are excellent.
Yes.
MashaAllah. So you have one of two methods. You can use any one you want. Now, I have the angle 225. This angle is 225 degrees. So I can draw 225 first, sorry, 180, then 45, or 135 anti-clockwise. Any problem? But he said the distance is 6.5 kilometers. So I'll use my ruler to measure 6.5 here. This is 6.5, and he said to reach the point Q. So this is the point Q. Who will complete? Isra?
Yes, mister.
Complete, please, my daughter. He said from Q.
From Q, he runs on a bearing of 105 degrees, a farther distance of 7.8 kilometers to a point R.
Stop. Very good. So starting from the point Q, 105 degrees. So he said from the point Q, so I'll draw what? I'll draw what? He said from Q. So I'll draw what on Q? Very good. I'll draw the north direction. Very good. The north direction at the point Q. Okay? Now, angle 105. How to draw the angle 105? I'll put my protractor here and I'll measure 105 degrees. So 105 degrees, it will be here. Again. So why you didn't draw? Again, it will be like that. So this will be 105 degrees. Now, if you have any question, you can ask me. If you have any question, you can ask me. Raise your hand. Yasmin, ask Yasmin. Yasmin, you want to ask or you want to solve?
No, Mister, I want to ask.
Ask.
Mister, please, could you repeat the last step?
Angle of measure 105. Only we made the north direction as the point Q. Only we made the
Okay.
north direction as the point Q. This is north direction. Then we used our protractors to measure angle 105 degrees. So this angle is 105. Finish.
Okay, thanks, Mister.
You're welcome. Then, please, Yasmin, you are with us, Yasmin. Yasmin. Okay. Who will complete? I need someone to complete. So, who are you? You should write your real name. So I can see here iPhone. So who are you? Who are you? Write your real name, please. I want to talk with my students. Muaz Al-Gindi. Muaz, do you hear me? Where are you, Muhannad? Okay, safe. Safe, please complete.
Okay, you're gonna draw from read.
He said 105 and the distance is 7.8. So on this line, I'll measure what, doctor?
105.
We made 105 already.
How you're gonna measure the distance?
I'll measure the distance. It's a 7.8. Yes, very good. So 7.8, for example, will be here. He said it's what? To the point R. So this is R.
Yes, point R.
And this distance is 7.8 centimeters. Understood?
Yes.
Complete, please, Dr. Saif.
He said from R he runs towards a point S.
Okay.
Further distance of 8.5 kilometers and on a bearing of 9.
So bearing at the point R. So what I'll do with R?
We will draw a north direction above R.
Excellent, excellent, boy. So I'll draw the north direction at the point R. This is the first step. Then
we use the
protractor
to measure
what?
bearing.
The bearing is 90 degrees. So this is the bearing 90 degrees. Very good. And the distance is what, doctor?
8.5 centimeters.
So I'll draw 8.5. I'll draw 8.5 kilometers. He said the point is S. The point is.
Point S.
So the point is Thanks, Dr. Saif. Another one to complete with us.
You're welcome.
Azam missed you so much. Azam. Big problem. So my dear students, iPhone, please solve. Only complete reading if you are with us. Again, for all my daughters and sons, please write your real name. If you are, for example, if you are a teacher, write Mr. and write your name, or write Miss and write your name. If your name is Muhammad, write Muhammad. If your name is, write your real name. I want to read real names. Okay? Muhannad, Mujahid. Where are you, Mujahid? Mujahid, are you asleep? I think so. Okay, so again, I have Mariam and Rawan. Again, Mariam and Rawan. Rawan, please complete reading, Rawan. He said, draw diagram to represent or to show the spearing and the journeys. We finished the diagram. So read B, okay.
Calculate the distance and bearing the athlete has to run to get directly from S back to B.
From S back to B. You know how to make it?
It's 13 point.
No, forget the numbers and forget the answers. How to make it? He said from S to P. From S to P. So what is the
Draw a
first step?
vertical line above S.
Excellent. So I'll draw north direction at the point S. Then
I will draw a line from S to B.
I'll match S with B. Very good. Step number 1, I'll use my ruler to measure the length BS. If it's, for example,
13.2.
Yes, if it's, for example, 13 centimeters, if it's 13 centimeters, so that the real distance is 13 kilometers. That's right?
Yes.
Your friend found it 13.2, so the real distance will be 13.2 kilometers. So what about the angle? How to find the angle? My sons, the angle will be all of this angle. Oops, all of this, yes. From the north direction to the line SP.
It's
How to measure all of this?
300 degrees. We can use the back bearing.
Yes, very good. So my daughter said, Mr. Abdurrahman, 1 minute. I'll measure only this angle. I can measure this acute angle. Yes, no problem to measure it. And I'll subtract its measure from 360 degrees. I'll measure only this angle. It will be about 60. And I'll subtract this measure from 360. So it will be 360 minus 60. It will be about 300 degrees. Understood? Now, this is your time, your questions. If you have any question, you can ask. I'll start with Mariam Fawzi.
I don't have questions.
MashaAllah.
I
You are
want to
excellent,
answer.
Mariam. You are excellent. Ahmed Omar. Alhamdulillah. No questions. Now, Saif. Dr. Saif.
Yes, Mister. Why we subtracted 360 from 60? Why, Mister?
From 60. Dr. Saif, the bearing is the angle between the north direction and BS, but it must be clockwise angle with B. So it must be clockwise, not anti-clockwise. So I must start from the north direction and moving clockwise all of this angle. So this is my angle. Understood? But I have big problem.
And how you gonna measure it, Mr.
How can I measure all of this angle? So I'll measure the small angle only, and I'll subtract it from complete rotation. The complete turn equal 360. So I'll subtract this small one from 360 to know the reflex angle. So the reflex angle will be 360 minus my small angle to find the bearing. I think it's not hard. You get it?
Yes.
Dr. Saif?
Yes, thank you.
So you're welcome.
Yes,
So
thank
my sons and daughters, we solved it today. We solved hard problems. I know we solved hard problems, but I hope you understood. Your homework will be, so where are your homeworks? So some of you only sent you the homeworks. Please, my daughters, send your homeworks to your teachers. And please, my sons, send your homework to me. So your homework will be page 118, 119, 120, 121. So I gave you before 118, 19, 20. Only your homework is 121. But if you didn't solve it, your homework will be starting from 118 to 121. Sure in your workbook. All of you know your homework?
Yes, Mr.
I hope you understood, and see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Goodbye, my sons.
Goodbye.